It sort of took him a little bit of time to get back into his flow, but from what I've seen this weekend, we have the return of the real APG, the monster that we expect, and it looks like game number 1 is getting underway, but just before it does, APG, what do you expect from him?
Yeah, I think that his aggressive playstyle really plays well into Halo 5's type of theme, right? You got to be pushing up, and with this roster, he has Heinz and a couple guys supporting him, so I think it's the right play.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Championship Sunday is now underway. It is Str8 Rippin against Team EnVyUs, and we are going to start this one off with the point of view of APG himself. Trying to put some shots down on top pyramid. That player does manage to sneak away. Snipedown's going to pick up the first kill of the game. A fierce AR battle, but Pistola's going to win that one, and that's going to be 2 dead off the start for Str8.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ace, he does get cleaned up there, as now we're going to check out. It looks like, yep, stay on board with Ace. Oh, no, moving over to Pistola right now. Pistola on Team EnVyUs, pushing over to the blue side. We see him just kind of sneaking around, grabbing that battle rifle. Did not get the splinter, but putting some good shots to Str8 Sick so that they can run the flag. Alright, let's see. And there it is, the first flag cap.
The first flag has indeed gone in within the first minute. Hook flying that one across the map. An incredible start here from Team EnVyUs, and a beautiful splinter grenade as well from Hook, showing that he is the young god that we come and expect to see. Picking up that carbine, now going to be pushing aggressively on this corner. I like what I'm seeing here from Hook, putting the pressure on these spawns, and now going to play this one nice and slowly. But a player does fly around the corner. That is Renegade waiting for him with those rockets.
Which is pretty odd, because he just killed Renegade top rockets. So for Renegade to respawn, he must have been back flagged, somehow picked up some old rockets. I guess maybe they got grenaded over there, and he logs that kill.
So, staying on board with Hook through that respawn, trying to put some shots down on this player, and aggressively challenging. There's one thing you can expect from the playstyle of Hook. Never backs down from a battle, backs his own ability with that pistol. Once again, picking up that carbine. Player is going to find him behind him, though. He's going to fly in, and he's actually going to be taken down for the second time by Renegade. So, Renegade definitely winning this battle. Pistola now, let's pop over to him, trying to take down these players in the cave. But again, the pressure coming in from Str8. Strong defensive stance coming in from them. Pistola doing what he can to try and use those wizard-like abilities to stay alive, but he's going to fall.
That was pretty memorable right there. Ace taking down Pistola. I think we've seen that a few times before. Maybe some global championship looks right there, where he just was trying to run away, and he caught him. Got the kill. So anyways, Mikwin now with the sniper. You all know how dangerous he could be if he's on fire.
Oh my word!
Good no-scope on Heinz. It looks like Heinz just ran out of ammo. Pretty unfortunate timing.
So, Mikwin with that sniper in hand, going to be pushing up to top pyramid now, trying to put the pressure on the Str8 Rippin base. Does narrowly miss those shots, but you could see the team shot coming in from Envy, keeping him alive. They are going to find 2 down, but Heinz is going to play that one nice and sneaky and take him down.
Yeah, that was a little bit odd. I think Heinz might have baited his teammate a little bit too long there, it looks like, but he did log that kill. So now we have Hook on board. He has 3 rockets left. He goes for the reload, making sure that he's ready to fire 2 if necessary. Gets 1 kill on APG. Pretty solid spot. I gotta say, I always like players that are really good at controlling this maze area with the rockets.
So Hook now deciding to push aggressively on. There is one player who is sneaking around in that cave. He's going to try and take him down. Does fire a long-range rocket, but Snipedown helps him out there, cleaning that one up with the sniper rifle. And we see all of the power weapons, all of the toys in the hands of EnVyUs, and they are already moving that flag in the hands of Pistola.
And it looks like they need to kill one guy, and that is Renegade. He goes down, and it looks like they will be able to have a clean path back to their flag, and he's going to get the cap. Pistola getting the second cap of the day.
So 2-0 now to EnVyUs. A really, really hot start from them. As we said, first time we've seen them this weekend, but they are not missing a beat at this moment in time. Mikwin still has that sniper rifle as well. Pistola's going to be taken down by Ace, but Mikwin is going off with his sniper rifle. We just saw him hit a couple of kills in that kill feed. Finally going to be taken down, but let's hop over to Hook, is trying to just put up another defensive stand. Takes down Renegade, but the pressure now coming in from Str8 Rippin.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to play defense to their best of their capabilities. It looks like Austin hit some good no-scopes. Unfortunately missed the third one, but now there's 3 down for that Str8 Rippin roster, as Hook is looking potentially to push on this pyramid side. Well, yeah, Pistola and Snipedown are both already in the blue base. They know the cave spawns are coming in. As you guys are well aware, the pressure is coming, and Hook is making it happen.
So Hook's putting pressure on again. The Str8 base going to be taking down that player. Already 2 down. That final flag is running in as well. Potentially it is in the hands of, I believe, Pistola. It is. Mikwin picks up another kill here. The flag is away, though. Str8 Rippin have managed to get a pull on that one, so they're going to be trying to trade that flag out, trying desperately to get any sort of foothold they can and delay this flag potentially going in, and game 1 going to Team EnVyUs. Pistola going to drop that one off now, looking to work with his teammate to try and get that return. Going to clean up the kill on Renegade. Now flying in, doing all the work here objectively. Pistola trying to get that flag return. doesn't manage to get it. Another touch from Str8 Rippin, but that flag is in a difficult position.
He's playing so patient though, as Hoop now gets 2 kills. They were worried about the solo top Rockets, and they do get the return, and that could be the final cap, and it is!
So Snipedown puts that final one in. Team EnVyUs take your first game here on Championship Sunday and find themselves up 1-0 in the series, and a really, really all-round solid performance coming in from Envy.
Oh yeah, I mean, when you look at the power weapon kill difference amongst these two teams, it looks like the red team, Team EnVyUs, they grabbed 7 power weapon kills, only next to 1 on this Str8 Rippin roster, so that could be a big difference maker right there. But let's look at Snipedown. 12-7, but all the way at the bottom, we got to point it out, the breadstick.
The breadstick.
Not what you want to see, folks. I know, you know, we do like to free breadsticks and the salad bar at Olive Garden, but not here on Championship Sunday. You don't want to be putting that out there. Yeah,
you want to leave your breadsticks at home, I'm afraid, APG. Sorry to call you out on that one, buddy, but that is a difficult to look at stat line there, but as you say, all players on Team EnVyUs putting up positive kills there, and the slaying power on this Envy squad is just so impressive.
Yeah, I mean, they did a great job. And then the funny thing is, right, is Snipedown not only went 12-7, and the rest of his teammates really had 7 deaths, but Pistola, being that guy that just sneaks away, only died 5 times. Everyone else on the other roster easily died over that, and just it's such a testament to Pistola's survivability in this game.
And also, very interesting to see power weapon kills. Team EnVyUs had 7 power weapon kills in that game, opposed to Str8 Rippin's 1. So definitely doing a fantastic job of controlling those. It looks like Alumni had the advantage over his brother slightly in that one, getting all of those power weapons. But as we say, Str8 Rippin are got all to do at the moment, find themselves down 1-0. The side stations are getting loud in the background. We definitely know the big games have started today, but we are sticking with this one for the moment. Team EnVyUs versus Str8 Rippin. Ooh, what has Str8 got to do in this second game? I believe we're moving over to Eden for some Slayer action.
Eden Team Slayer. And the last time I casted Hook playing Eden Team Slayer, he hit a pretty dirty triple kill that I think we all remember and we're pretty fond of. So we'll see if Hook is here today and going to come out with that sniper rifle grab. Maybe we can start off with him. But regardless, I think that it's going to need to be slowed down. Str8 Rippin, they got outslayed 40-26 that last game. Even though they did pick up 3 of the power weapons next to Envy's only 2, it looks like they didn't do a good job controlling those picks. So Eden Slayer, it's a lot about power weapons. So I think that Str8 Rippin really needs to just flip the switch. They need to get focused. They need to start getting the kills where they matter in the right areas, start setting up. I know that it's not Halo 1-esque where you got to be 30 seconds in advance hiding by the rockets, but I mean, it's 15, it's 20. You got to start setting up. And when these guys are dying and giving away those deaths right around those power weapon spawns, it can mean certain doom in a game type like Eden Slayer.
Well, here is your series layout. If you are just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, Team EnVyUs taking that first map, Coliseum, capture the flag 3-0. As we just previously mentioned, Eden Slayer will be your next map, then Plaza Strongholds, and then, if needed, Truth, capture the flag, and the Rig Slayer. But we are loading into this one. Eden Team Slayer, game number 2. 50 kills to win, of course, Eric. And what are you looking for these teams to do on this one?
I'm looking to see Hook or Mikwin kind of go off with that sniper. And if they don't get it, maybe Renegade will. But I think the Rockets are going to be the dictator here.
Well, we are going to start this one off on the side of Str8 Rippin. We're going to start this one off with the young gun Renegade. Had such an impressive performance yesterday. Early on, looks like he's going to try and take a sneaky route to that sniper rifle. I like what I'm seeing, avoiding those barrels. Looks like these guys have been brave on these new settings and making it work for him. First kill going on Pistola and bodies the second one. A stronger start here for Str8 Rippin.
And look at him, already setting up for the spawns. He's concerned about where his teammates are at, but knows that they could potentially spawn over in that security tower, potentially Red Bridge. So he's positioning himself very appropriately, and now he has his teammate, it looks like, with rockets. Yes, that's APG backing him up as now they try to clear out this alleyway. Great nades is efficient for this player. Tries to get the kill.
Oh my! Oh no! Snipedown pulls his trousers down. Renegade gets destroyed there, and here comes the push as well from the guys on Team EnVyUs. I cannot believe what I just saw there. Renegade is still in bed at the moment. Snipedown trying his best. The player does come flying in, but he's Renegade yet again. Renegade is going wild at the moment, trying to basically just send us into some sort of hysteria, but Snipedown's finally going to be taken down. Let's move back over to the Str8 Rippin side. Bridgie Hines is a bit more of a calm guy. Let's stay on board with him. I hope that he can calm us down.
Down a little bit, gentlemen. Let's hop on board with the nice Hines.
It's Hines time, baby.
Hines time. Just get your good shots in, Hines. Please.
Well, everything we're asking for at the moment is not happening, but Renegade has managed to get control of that sniper rifle once again, and there we go.
Switch.
That's the Renegade we expected to see. He's hitting those headshots right now, taking down Hoop. A 9-6 lead early on in this game for Str8 Rippin. So they're going to be feeling a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable in this game. It's going to be APG working with Renegade, and Renegade going to finish that one off.
And something that I noticed is every time we watch Renegade push into one of these bases, it looks like Hines, APG, one of these players is coming up from behind and making sure that he has some support while pushing into these areas. So I got to give the props to the Str8 Rippin roster. I think they got some good teamwork there.
Yeah, that last rocket launcher is actually still in use, and they were using it to try and secure these ones. It looks like one of those players is trying to sneak. It's Richie Hines trying to sneak and pick those ones up. Renegade is trying to bait him out, but does not get that kill, but does body this player here. Cannot quite finish that one either. Like to see Renegade maybe try and rotate away with this sniper rifle, apologies, and keep it in the hands of Str8 Rippin.
Oh yeah, and it looks like, I think the rockets are still, nope, the rockets landed in Ace's hands, so he is in control of the rockets, also on the Str8 Rippin roster, as you know. So both power weapons are now in the hands of Str8 Rippin. And with a game type like Eden Slayer, you have to be careful not to let it get away from you.
Like we're seeing here, Str8 Rippin taking their time to rotate, just keeping control of those power weapons, looking for that crack shot there, but is actually going to narrowly miss that. Comes under heavy fire across map over, manages to play his life, and once again keep control of that sniper, but only has one bullet left at the moment. It looks like Ace was actually taken down with those rocket launcher, but the score is 18-10 at the moment. Well, on a game like Eden Slayer, not too much of a kill differential. You get a couple of power weapons in your hands, that can quickly change.
And look at this play right here. It looks like Nick, when he's trying to pull a flank, he didn't go for the sure kill. Instead, kind of pushed out to Red Bird. Not sure if he expected a teammate to come double team that guy in Red Vest. Unfortunately for him, Renegade slips away and is now all the way across the map. Gets a killing spree, tries to help out his teammate.
Renegade!
Great double kill on Snipe Down.
That
Great
is
shots.
Huge, huge stuff coming in from Renegade. Let's hop over to the Envy side, and Pistola is desperately trying to stay alive. Not for the first time in this game. They're up by 10 kills now, Str8 Rippin. That sniper rifle is still in their hands as well. Pistola trying his best to... Oh my god, what do you expect from Pistola when he's in a funny position? He's going to stick you in the face with the blue plasma rifle. But yeah, he's going to continue this little run here. Going to actually be flanking two players outside here from Str8 Rippin, putting some nice shots down, trying to work with Liquid here to clean those ones up, but Str8 doing a good job of staying alive and keep preserving that kill lead they have.
And they keep running, they're relocating every single time, but it looks like the positioning is just proving to be too much. Pistola gets flanked by that SMG underneath bottom red nest. Great play by Renegade yet again. He's making something happen out of nothing.
Snipe Down did momentarily have that sniper rifle. I believe it's Hoop who actually has the rocket launcher as well. So let's go over to him, see if he can claw a couple of these kills back.
They're waiting for him though. We just saw them setting up. Str8 Rippin is waiting for him to push. This could be scary.
So Hook gonna have to play this one a little bit slower now. The game has slowed down after that frantic start that we saw. Envy here just deciding to try and get some picks. They do have those power weapons, as we previously mentioned. We hear Renegade, though, has managed to pick up a sniper once again, and I just saw it off screen. We have to go over to Renegade because he is hitting shots once again. This guy really has come to life in this tournament. Hits another shot on the back of Snipe Down's head.
Unreal.
And this guy is on a killing spree, and he is not missing right now.
Yeah, it looks like it's all Renegade. He's making the plays for his team. I mean, we know the rest of his team is doing a great job supporting him, getting those 4-shot kills. We saw APG pick up a few, but Renegade is just stopping every crucial push. Envy is trying to make. Hook goes down. I know Pistola knows that those rockets were right there, so it looks like Envy's going to need to make sure that they scavenge for those. I believe they do get into the hands of someone on the Envy roster, maybe not.
Well, I've got to stick with Renegade at the moment because the guy is not missing. He is playing almost perfect Halo with this sniper rifle, keeping it in his hands, rotating with his team. A 12-kill lead here for Str8 Rippin. Envy are bleeding at this moment, and Renegade is currently 14-2. So, I mean, a plus 12, and there is still a hell of a long way to go in this game.
And if you look over on the opposite side of the team, EnVyUs, it looks like Miquin is the guy that's coming victim to this sniper rifle. We've seen him get picked off a few times by Renegade already. He's 3-11. Oh, his current state. And here's Miquin again, taking another headshot, courtesy of Renegade.
Well, Pistola does actually finally shut him down. Ace is trying to shut down Pistola, but Pistola's doing a fantastic job working with Snipe Down to try and clear these players out of this red base. But Renegade is not missing. It's very important to try and keep that sniper out of his hands. It looks like Snipe Down is potentially trying to find that weapon. Not sure if it has actually been picked up by one of the other players, but they are trying their best to try and get into this game. The rocket launcher and that sniper rifle are also popping up, Eric. But look at this sneaky play with the SMG from Snipe Down, taking down APG.
Didn't even get touched. And now they're going to push over here for the sniper, but it looks like he's evading some rockets. Accidentally, not sure. Does he get this kill? No, please.
Oh, my word.
Hines Not a good look.
No, Snipedown doing an incredible job to trade out that kill, but 10-kill lead, make that 11-kill lead now for Str8 Rippin. It's all up to EnVyUs now. APG is getting loud on the stage as well as he picks up a double kill in our kill feed. Let's go over to APG because he's found himself a sniper rifle, I believe, as well. Guy is heating up after what can only be described as a slow performance in that game one, but he has a fully loaded sniper rifle and he's looking to end this one.
And it looks like EnVyUs it's over. I mean, they just got all 4 dead for the Str8 Rippin roster. They just put all EnVyUs players down. It's 45-29. They could potentially stake dinner these guys, which I don't know if anyone's done that before at the point.
Envy definitely on the receiving end of a beating in this one. APG trying to land that shot
renegade
there. He's no renegade, but he's trying his best to finish this game. As we previously mentioned, none of the Str8 players are trying... Sorry, all of the Envy players are trying not to poke out because they know that that sniper rifle is in the hands of one of these players. APG's turn now to hit some headshots, taking down Hook, trying to zoom in on this player here. Narrowly misses that shot as well. But as you say, at this point, it is almost a formality. Str8 Rippin, if you lose this one, you're not going to forget it.
Oh, no, not at all. And I don't think that there's been a comeback of this nature in Halo 5 just yet. We've seen the legs of something like this in Halo 2, but this is overwhelming right now. They have everything going for them.
So, are trapped under this red base at the moment, so map control probably in the hands of Envy, but just one kill to go, trying to look across at someone who's going to make this play, but it's in the hands of APG, but does actually miss those shots, but his teammates are there to keep him alive. The final kill does go down. Str8 Rippin tie up this series 1-1, and Renegade 20-6.
Oh, man. I am thoroughly impressed. I mean, look at this kid. I think he's 16 years old. He's just fully composed. I mean, we talked about how good he was yesterday in that Coliseum Slayer game. This Eden Slayer, no different. I can't even believe my eyes. It's almost like watching Hook a year ago, you know, and to see him really come into his own a year later, being on the EnVyUs roster now, I gotta be, you know, obviously looking forward to the rest of Renegade's career in Halo 5. It looks like he's really come to play this weekend.
And what a turnaround statistically wise from that last game. It's almost like the two teams have just flipped. We see Mikwin this time at the bottom of the leadership, is at the leaderboard, sorry, it's 6-16. 6-16, so a -10 in a Slayer. That is a difficult situation to find yourself.
Not a good look. And something that my former rival would say was, Strongside always says, you know, when you're talking about a Team Slayer game, there's 4 of you guys on a team, there's 50 kills that the other team can get. You each get 12 deaths. If there's anything more than that, you're dipping into my bank, my death bank. And so I always like that kind of look. And so Mikwin, kind of get those deaths a little bit down. You know, if you only get a certain amount of kills, that's fine. But once you give away, you know, more than 10, more than 12 deaths, it can get a little bit scary. So
we are going into game number 3 now. Envy definitely going to be woken up a little bit by that one. Players in the arena, the audience in the arena, looking forward to this series right now. We are tied at 1-1, 50-35. Str8 Rippin dominating Eden Slayer. We are moving on to Plaza Strongholds now. Ghost, what are your thoughts on this game type?
I mean, we do have, you know, a lot of different things that could make or break this game type. It seems like EnVyUs in the past is really good collapsing. They have great teamwork. They know to grab the shotgun and really just know what to do best in the Strongholds games on plazas. I've seen them beat Optic a handful of times on it, but I mean the intensity that just came out of this Renegade player over here on the Str8 Rippin roster, I gotta admit it was amazing, and I'd like to see it carry over. I want to see this series kind of go to the test, maybe 5 games potentially, because it looks like. It looks like they kind of have their game types picked out for them, right? We thought that Snipedown in roster would have really controlled the power weapons like they did in that first game, but no, Str8 Rippin was so on top of it. So maybe Hoaxer got the best of his brother Alumni. Not sure what happened.
So one in the family feud at the moment, but Str8 Rippin and Envy are also tied up 1-1. Really looking forward to this next game type though, a real control-based game type. That overshield's so vital as well. Yep. And Envy, definitely one of their stronger maps, in my opinion. They've really seemed to excel on these stronghold game types.
Oh, 100%. And just looking at these rosters right now, looking at the right side of my screen, seeing Str8 Rippin just sitting there, Renegade the young gun, right? Bradley all the way on the left, the aggressive player who was the original young gun. And then you have Heinz and Ace, some of the best well-rounded players in all of Halo history. I mean, Heinz is easily one of the best support players of all time. Ace at one point was as well. Now also regarded as the global champion, as we all know and love. But yeah, this EnVyUs roster, they are still the team to beat. So just because you took a game doesn't mean you take it serious. So Str8 Rippin's going to need to come out on fire in the Strongholds match to make a case.
Well, here we go, Ghost. 1-0 in the series. Game number 3 is getting underway. We're going to start this one off with APG in observer mode as well, so you can see how these players are working at the start. The camouflage is going to be up top middle, trying to see if any players are in position to try and lock that one down. It looks like APG is going to be laying shots across, but look at the push coming in, and I think it was actually Hook who managed to pick that one up. So let's go on board with that young man.
Yep, and it is Hook, but yep, it is Hook, and he's just being so sneaky. He's just watching and baiting. It looks like he knows his teammate's about to get flanked. Don't do that to your boy. No.
Pistola must have said something in the pregame to Hook, because Hook took extension to it there.
Looks right at him.
And now he misses the beat down. This is a difficult situation for Hook to find himself in, but his teammate comes in and saves the day.
Miquin, you are one nice guy, because I don't know if I would have saved my teammate there. He deserved that.
Yeah, that was a difficult situation to watch, but Hook does get away from his life. Team EnVy deciding to try and make him look a little bit better in that situation, but both of the teams have a stronghold under their control at the moment. Hook not been able to do too much with this camouflage, but he is now going to take that nest stronghold, and the bottom mid stronghold is also in the hands of EnVy, so a strong start from them.
And I like the plays that he took right there. He knew that he couldn't peek again into that hill. He didn't try and jeopardize his chances at dying, due to nades or something like that from the glass player. Instead, jumped around to that top S4 area, put some more shots down, helped his teammate cap. Just great all-around play and focused on the objective while maintaining that camo.
Double kill did come in from Hook as well, so they're going to be on the back foot. Str8 Rippin off the respawn straight away. It looks like Snipe down. As you can see, that is Eric, that service tag above him, trying to put some pressure on that yard, but he is going to fall, but a sneaky position coming in from Hook here. What do you think of this positioning?
I mean, it's definitely a little bit peculiar, but I got to say that maybe there's something that we don't know. These guys, they sometimes tend to keep some strategies kind of in their playbook until the tier tournament comes out, and it looks like maybe that is the case as Hook catches a wild APG, not even looking at him. Great jump right there. I'm not sure if any players are aware of that one, but Hook just knows really just how to maneuver all around this top middle area.
Well, let's hop over to the straight side, see what they're trying to do to break this EnVy setup. 24-0, so they're doing a fantastic job of holding this 2-cap at the moment, and Flank is going to come in. That's going to be Snipe down, taking down Renegade. Let's hop over to Snipe down himself and see what he can do. He seems to be on a little bit of a run at the moment. Going to catch this player off guard, forces him back, and picks up that camouflage. So Snipe down and EnVy doing a fantastic job. That is 2 out of 2 camouflages for them.
He almost got spotted right there with that plasma pistol and almost dies yet again, but he just somehow manages to stay alive. Just a good old hard target, but Snipe down, you know how good he is with camo. He's very sneaky, but he also knows when to pick his battles. So let's see what he does here.
Does have that shotgun in the back pocket as well, but doesn't manage to finish the kill. Does find one player bottom mid though, looking to pick up another kill there, but he is going to be shut down by Renegade momentarily.
He got the kill on the first one with the shotgun.
He did get the kill with the shotgun.
Or something.
EnVy hate each other today. It's as simple as that, it seems to be. But Snipe down did a good job there to defend that bottom mid stronghold. Once again, going to fly back and pick up that shotgun for the second time. So anyone who wants to get up close and personal, Eric Rona is going to shut you down. 43-0 that goes. They have done such a good job of controlling this map.
Yeah, it's been amazing. And watching Snipe down back at home, I know how many times I've watched him swims. He's always the guy to get the shotgun. Don't do it to him. Please don't.
Triple kill for Snipe down.
For the triple.
And takes him down. Last player alive is going to be trapped in that nest as well. So Snipe down putting that shotgun to use.
Wow.
And once, I mean, they are halfway there already in the words of John Bon Jovi, but 51-0. Snipe down on a tear at the moment. Drops that grenade. Puts some shots down on the player here. Takes down APG, and Snipe down is heating up. Triple cap now in effect.
And I know he's relaying to his team that the shotgun is up. As soon as he drops it, he's so well aware of when it's coming. So it looks like Snipe down might even be making his push forward. I know it's just near and dear to this guy. He knows how dangerous it can be. It's a difference maker on this map and on this game mode. So we'll see what Snipe down does to try and push for that shot.
Well, once again, let's hop back over to the side of Str8 Rippin. Hines is trying to do what he can just to stem that bleeding. But at 64-0, Str8 really need to pick up some kills. But all we see in the kill feed at the moment is just complete and utter dominance from this EnVy lineup. Hines is trying his best, but just look at the pressure. He cannot poke out. He cannot even get into a 1v1 situation at the moment. The pressure from EnVy is too strong, and they are really putting their boot on the throat
and the interesting thing here for me is that Str8 Rippin, they haven't even been making bad plays. They've been trying to kind of edge out their opponents and trying to kind of edge a little spot where they can finally get some kills. against EnVyUs. But no matter what they do, it's getting shut down every single time. They finally got in, into that bottom mid stronghold. They started to log some points, but it might be too little too late.
And look at this, the bottom middle stronghold that they just worked so hard to capture. Actually, the reset comes in, and look, Str8 Rippin showing signs of life now. They have a triple cap of their own, and they have a real opportunity to get back into this game.
So now let's see what Envy and the rest of that roster does to try and thwart these control points right now. It looks like APG is doing a good job taking some angles. Mikwin is already dead, so 4-on-3 right now as the EnVyUs roster tries to push out.
So now it is Str8 Rippin's time to try and hold this Envy lineup into these spawns. APG trying to make sure that he's blocking. Finds another player there. Mikwin's going to be taken down. Str8 Rippin slowly clawing their way back into this game, but they do have a hell of a lot of work to do. They find themselves down by 50 or so points. APG taking some fantastic angles and using that battle rifle to the best of its ability.
Yeah, and not only that, but you can see that again that he's crouching on purpose to get these perfect shots. It helps, obviously, your aim a little bit with the battle rifle and controlling the spread, but he's just doing a phenomenal job posting up in this cafe area, making sure that no one pushes from that glass. Great angle.
And now it is Str8 Rippin's turn to put the pressure on Envy. They pick up a couple of kills. The last player is going to be dropping into the yard. He's going to be toast. Snipedown's going to be taken down. APG working so well with his teammate here. That's going to be a triple cap for the second time in this game now for Team EnVyUs. APG going to be taken down, but Richie Hines is there to clean that one up, and Hines gets a huge double kill as well. Let's go over to Richie Hines. Str8 Rippin showing so much life when we thought they were going to be out of this one.
I got to give a shout out to Papa Hines. I know he's watching back at home. Always a great guy coming out to events and supporting this kid. Hines is just doing work right now. Triple capping against Team EnVyUs. They just won the last game. They could win this one if EnVyUs does not stop the bleeding sooner than later.
And right now, Richie Hines is the bouncer at the nightclub door, not letting anyone into this yard. They are not showing any idea. They're wearing trainers, so they are not getting in. Pistola trying his best to try and poke out, but look at the lead now. APG picks up another couple of kills. Man. It's getting loud on the main stage here as well. They are making a hell of a comeback in this game.
And I don't think anyone could predict this. Seeing Hines and Str8 Rippin, seeing that roster just put up a grand fight against this EnVyUs team in the first match of the day. Not sure if anyone really could have predicted it, except for maybe the
Well, I did hop over to Renegade momentarily because he did manage to get that camouflage as well, but he is going to be taken down. But I want to stay with this young man through the respawn, but Envy have managed to finally scrap that bottom mid stronghold, so they're going to be scoring again, and Str8 Rippin do not have a lot of wiggle room at this point. Renegade going to finish that kill on Snipedown. Looks like they are going to try and capture this nest and basically get on the scoreboard again and put the pressure back onto Team EnVyUs.
And that is actually a very fortunate pickup right there. Getting the plasma pistol almost gifted to him, right? As he gets a great little shot on, looks like Mikwin, and he's chasing down in that U-turn, something that you don't want to do. You get caught fishing, and it can mean certain doom.
Well, they did. Team EnVyUs managed to somehow get the reset on that bottom mid stronghold. They could be turning this one around, just as we thought Str8 Rippin were getting back into this one. Hugh and the boys decided to rally together and put the pressure back onto Str8 Rippin. He's going to drop bottom mid now and take down Renegade. Renegade's going to be shut down, but look, the pressure is coming in once again from Str8. They're trying their best to try and shut this down, but Hook and the boys putting the pressure on this bottom mid stronghold. Just one more player, ace down bottom mid. One player is going to get in there. It's going to be Renegade trying to keep this one alive. Hook gets taken down. Str8 Rippin are doing their best to try and stay in this one. On board with Renegade now. He's going to be in a 1v1 battle here. He takes down another one. Pistola, and Str8 do get that bottom mid stronghold. This is going the distance.
I mean, this could be all the momentum that Str8 needs right now. It looks like Mikwin, Hook, they're all just flying out. I don't know what is going on in the EnVyUs roster comms. Not sure if the alumni need to get these guys heads in the game, but I mean, it is closing in. It's a triple cap now for Str8 Rippin, and Renegade is just toying with his food. Mikwin, you're done. Go for the whiffer because he's coming in with the AR, and Renegade just doing a great job. Now going to push on this yard potential.
Oh my word, that camouflage is popping as well in just a matter of seconds. Renegade is going to be looking at that, trying to lock that down, but the pressure is coming in. Team EnVyUs are just 3 points away from taking this game, but it looks like Str8 Rippin are the ones with the control of the map at the moment. The camouflage has popped. One of the players on Team EnVyUs is trying desperately to get hold of that. Trying to get this. Richie Hines is going to be taken down. Renegade's going to be taken down as well around that camo, and it's going to go into the hands of Team EnVyUs, and they close out that game. Team EnVyUs getting away with the skin of their teeth there, but what a performance from Str8, and what a series we have on our hands, Eric.
My goodness. I am just floored. That was just an amazing game. It looks like really every team was just giving it their all right there, and they weren't backing down. Snipedown kind of went off. It looks like Pistola and Mikwin, they had a little bit of a rough game, but you know what? The snipe down god, he will just throw you in the little backpack, and he'll carry you to victory. 26-16.
Wow.
The next guy on his team, Hook, had 18. Pistola and Mikwin each logging 6 and 8 kills respectively. Flipping it onto the Str8 Rippin roster, it looks like only Renegade here was the guy to go positive on his team, but I have to give props to Heinz and Ace. Like I said before, the support players coming here to play. 16 and 18 assists. Great job to them.
Huge assists coming out from them at the start of that game. APG was the one that sparked that comeback, just sitting in that blue, just cleaning up everything that basically came their way and managed to get back into it. That is the beauty of Strongholds we just saw, though, in that game ghost, sorry. It doesn't matter how far you're down. It doesn't matter how far you are down. You can always get back in. This is the series so far, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to kick off Championship Sunday. First map went 3-0 to Envy, a fairly convincing win to them. Str8 Rippin answered back straight away with a 50-35 win on Eden Slayer, and we just saw such a close game on Plaza Strongholds, 100-87. And now we move into some more classic Halo. Truth, capture the flag, Ghost.
Yeah, and that was a pretty impressive game from EnVyUs. We saw the first 2 games kind of flip, right? We don't know if that was because of coach issues, right? Or we were talking about maybe someone was better at controlling power weapons than the other. But once again, when looking at the power-up picks on that last map, EnVyUs, 4 times they grabbed the camo, only to 1 on Str8 Rippin. So looks like Alumni got the best of Hoaxer in that matchup. And Truth has camo on it, so we'll have to see if maybe Alumni he's a good camo eye. Maybe he's just making sure that EnVyUs picks it up. But at the same time, I don't know, man. This Str8 Rippin roster, I saw them pull some dirty flag runs yesterday on Truth CTF, so we'll have to see if they can do the same against the unstoppable force that is EnVyUs.
Well, these are some of the replays from that last game. This is the triple kill, I believe, from Snipe Down, being so sneaky, using that shotgun to the best of his ability, finishing it off with that battle rifle. I know you got excited about that.
I mean, it just, when you see something like that, just perfect execution, waiting for that final BR shot. Snipe Down is notoriously probably the guy that uses the most, or uses the BR the most in Halo 5, and so for him to finish that kill, finish that triple with the BR, it was sweet justice.
And this is the moment where Richie Hines basically was the one-man wrecking machine in the yard. I can't remember what I said. I said something ridiculous about him being a bouncer or something. But anyway, the 2-team lineup, they both look very calm considering the situation in this series. Team EnVyUs do find themselves up 2-1 and are just 1 game away from closing this one out. But I'd see you've noticed something on your screen. I
gotta point out, it looks like Mikwin and Ola are maybe talking like, hey, dude, like, how did you only get 6 kills? I don't know. How did you only get 8? Well, thankfully, Snipe Down to our left, he's holding it down for us. Hook, I know he went 18 and 11, got to shout that out as well. But Mikwin and Ola, we're just kind of having a rough game there on the left side of the screen. So maybe they can, bounce back ideas and try and get back in this series because they're going to need it. Truth capture the flag against Str8 Rippin. It's going to be a doozy.
It is indeed. We saw the fist bumps occurring. It means only one thing now, Ghost. It is game number 4. Truth capture the flag. As you say, 3 captures to win. Then it'll be the battle of Alumni and Hoaxer on that camouflage. But we're going to start this one off with Richie Hines as he pushes towards that camouflage.
Yep, and it looks like he's trying to get some P3 angle Snipe Down. He knows exactly where he goes for it. I guess that was actually a little bit of a strat counter as Hines tried to put some good shots on Snipe Down. Mikwin gets cleaned up with that splinter nade from APG while he grabs the camo, and now that will not come up for another 2 minutes, and it is not on the map anymore.
So Hines decides to take an interesting route while middle here, and I like to see from him. Pretty aggressive, trying to clean that kill up on Snipe Down, and that's exactly what he managed to do. Ace picks up a double kill as well. That's going to be 3 dead now for Team EnVyUs, and it looks like APG is in the base as well, fighting a battle, trying to get that flagpole, and a very sneaky position here from Richie Hines.
You see, I didn't know that people knew this already, but I guess Hines apparently does. He's been studying theater, evidently, because he knows that players will spawn in that bubble if he sits there while the rest of his team pushes in on pig side. Really smart plays by Hines. He must be doing so.
But talk about smart plays. Did you see that positioning from Pistola there? That beautiful head glitch coming in from that young man. Let's go over to Pistola, the sneakiest player we have on the Halo circuit. Now going to be pushing across Carbine. It looks like a pull is coming up from Team EnVyUs.
He's going for the bottom base kills. He knows that he needs to get these guys dead before they run the flag. Or maybe he runs the flag himself. And now the rest of the Str8 Rippin roster has spawned on the car bulb. They've already pushed the top middle. Pistola is well aware of that, and he is trying to do his best to stop these chokepoints.
Well, Pistola started off one of the Team EnVyUs players started off that flag grab. Pistola got a touch, and now it's going to be converted as well. Fantastic plays from Team EnVyUs. It was sniped down in the kill feed all the way as well. Pistola cleaning up APG as well, so Str8 are going to find themselves on the back foot for the second time
that
in this game.
Fifth shot he just hit, I gotta give him props. I mean, when you play Halo 5, you know what shots you should hit, what shots you shouldn't. Pistola feels like he hits everything. That fifth shot was just, it was amazing. It was music. So here we go, pushing it with the storm rifle with some melee. Hines connects. Pistola does not. That's a big ball.
Well, let's go over to Ace now. That camouflage is going to be popping in around 10 seconds as well, so we'll do our best to keep an eye on that. Ace is coming under so much pressure, though, from this EnVy lineup. It's up to his teammates now to try and defend their own flag. Renegade comes in and shuts that one down. I'm looking across to see if anyone is in position to pick up that camouflage at the moment. Looks like it is still up. Can't see if anyone's going to pick that one up, but let's have a look across. It looks like Hines in position for Str8 Rippin, trying to lock that one down, but it looks like Team EnVyUs have the advantage, and it is actually Sniped who's going to pick that one up.
And he gets stuck!
No!
He got stuck by Renegade. Renegade just threw a wild, sticky pink one, and he sticks Sniped who was playing a little bit aggressively with that camo. Man, that's gotta hurt.
That's gotta hurt. Renegade now cleaning up Hook as well. Been pretty quiet so far in this game, actually, Hook. Renegade going up P3, but Mikwin once again being a sneaky boy up there and taking him down with the beatdown. Pistola picks up another kill. APG picks up a kill in return for Str8 Rippin. Let's go on board with Hook, though. As I say, been fairly quiet so far in this series. Let's see what he can do. Team EnVyUs still with that 1 flag to 0 lead.
Yep, and he's doing his best to kind of play defense right now. He knows that there's a guy under his base, probably for one of his teammates' call-outs, but that is a storm rifle, not what you want to see when you get down under the base. And he gets cleaned up by Ace, but it looks like Sniped does finally get that kill, playing solid defense.
So, on board with APG now, going to be flying down P1, using that AR and that beatdown so effectively to take down that player. Pistola now pushing aggressively on the base. The player is going to be in the car at it. Does land that grenade, but somehow manages to just not clean that one up. But Ace does manage to clean that one. The flag is actually moving as well. It's in the hands of Hines. Let's go over to Richie Hines. I think he just threw that one up as well. I'm not sure where that flag has actually gone, but a flag does come in from EnVy, so both flags are away.
Wow, and I gotta point out, APG did win that battle somehow against Sniped, but now Hines is making a push. He's trying to see what he can do with this flag. We all know that Hines is notorious for being a good flag runner. He's always an objective mind in any team that he's picked up on, so it looks like he will be the mastermind here.
Well, it looks like EnVy are definitely trying to get a return on the flag. Renegade just picking up the Slays, though, trying to keep it off of the Team EnVyUs lineup, and it looks like the flag is still out momentarily as well, so it's just back and forth at the moment.
Alright, and we have an update from the floor right now. We have 2 feature station updates on the second feature station with the series going on between Team Miranda and Inconceivable, Boobadoo's roster. Inconceivable up 2-0 right now, and on the first feature station we have Allegiance just 3-0 set to destroy.
Well, Ace has just managed to clutch it for his team, and he takes down Pistola, picks up the camouflage as well. He's in a 1v1 versus Sniped. That flag still is away. Ace somehow managed to stay alive with that camouflage. Now looking to just get that return. Does so absolutely perfectly. Huge plays coming in from Aaron Elam. Ace doing it all for his squad.
I mean, this guy is just, he's making something out of nothing. Yet again, he has the camo, and it looks like APG is just flying in there. He eventually gets cleaned up by Mikwin, unfortunately, but it looks like Ace is just doing his best to just control this base. There's so much pressure on this EnVyUs base. Hook gets 5'd by Renegade. They're under their base, they're trying to play defense, but it's just too little for this Str8 Rippin roster.
Well, that flag is going to be moving, though. Renegade has managed to get that one out of the base, but he's just still coming under such fire from Team EnVyUs. Decides to wait for his shields, managed to get another touch on that flag. A player is from EnVy is going to be trying to stop it, but this could potentially, if he can get around this corner, be the opportunity for Str8 to tie this one up. The ground pound's going to be teed up, and he's going to be tied up 1-1. Str8 Rippin showing life again.
Can we just talk about how he held that ground pound for just a frame or two longer than he should have, and then that in turn allowed him not to die by that lucky grenade that was coming in from Car's side. I mean, just those little things right there. I love that stuff. That was a great play by Renegade.
So we're on board with Sniped now. The game is tied up 1-1. This series is so hotly contested. Sniped using that precision weapon so effectively to pick up a double kill there. That's going to be 3 dead for Str8 Rippin, and immediately pushing on the base, trying to take down Renegade. Sorry, Hines there as well. Perfect shots from him. Player is going to be on the car bubble, but the pull is going to come in from Team EnVyUs. Shoot going to be taken down, so this could be shut down as Ace picks up almost a triple kill. I believe that was actually a triple kill in the kill feed.
And Mikwin almost got that slice and dice out with that sword. Unfortunately, he did not, so now Ace is in control of the energy sword. As we all are aware, this thing makes you move just a slightly bit faster. I think it's a 5%, if I'm not mistaken, but it's enough to make a difference, especially when you're running a flag on True CTF.
So Ace seems to be doing it all. I want to stick with him for a few respawns as well. Does for the second time pick up that camouflage as well. Perfect timing from him, but going to be taken down momentarily there by Mikwin. Let's stay with him though. As we said, that sword is going to be down P1. Both flags are at home at the moment. Going to be working with his team here to try and formulate a push on that team EnVyUs base. Notice a player in the bubble there. That's Hook, and that's a difficult challenge. Always difficult. You cannot miss shots against a player like Hook. Going to be pushed aggressively as well. No. It's down to Ace to try and make something happen. But Richie Hines comes in, and as you were about to say, saves the day.
Yeah, you know, that's what I was going for. Yeah, I was going to say something different today, but you know, you're 100% right. Ace is putting again some great cover fire on. 3 down now for this EnVy roster. It looks like Str8 Rippin is doing their best to push in the base, but Mikwin gets a huge defensive kill on APG, allowing him not to run the flag, but it looks like Ace is still making him heavy.
Well, let's hop on board with Renegade though, because he's already managed to get this flag past the 50-yard line. Almost getting around this corner, manages to get it in the base as well. Momentarily waits for his shields, not letting the emotion of this game get the better of him. But one player, I believe, was Pistola, managed to sneak in there. Snipedown going to be trying his best as well. Renegade takes him down with the AR. That flag is still sitting in the base, but it looks like EnVy have managed to get a touch on that flag as well. And there is a player under the base. Let's hop over to one of the players on EnVy.
And it looks like the flags are both still out. 2 down, though, now for the Str8 Rippin roster, as Snipedown is going to start running this flag. I guess he's getting some call-outs that he might get the return, and his team is putting in pressure. Hines dead, and this could be it. Oh, wait, nope, not just yet. It looks like there's not enough pressure. Ola goes down to the Flagnum, courtesy of Renegade.
So Snipedown going to drop that one off, and it is a flag standoff. What else would you expect in this series that has been so close? It's been fought tooth and nail to this point. 2-1 at the moment to Team EnVyUs, just 1 game away from closing out the series, but here comes Ace once again. Let's hop over to that young man himself, trying to put pressure on this flag carrier. Takes him down to no shields. Hines comes in as well. Cleans that one up. There's going to be 2 players down. The 3rd player is in the bubble. Hines waiting and trying to get shields, but here comes Ace trying to jump on that return. Narrowly misses it. Is he going to get it? He is. Str8 Rippin put in the 2nd flag as well. It is 2-1 to Str8 Rippin.
And only 3 minutes left on the clock, right? It's going to be a little bit concerning. The camouflage was just picked up. Let's see who grabbed that. I believe it might have been
Renegade. Renegade has managed to pick it up.
Okay, let's see what he does with it, guys. He's obviously in his base right now. He's going to see if he can push out and see if he can make something happen. It looks like Hines is pushing on the pink side along with Ace, and he's going to back up APG. His teammate Bradley on the Carbine side, they're blocking the bubble as now he pushes in. They know that they need to get a spawn kill cycle. They need to not only kill a couple of these guys first, they need to push in the base, they need to log some more kills after that, and then they can potentially run it. We see him grabbing the sword. Maybe he's getting ready for something here.
Renegade is doing magical things at the moment. We saw that stick come in, has the camo and the sword. He is going to be a difficult customer to deal with. Takes down Mikwin on the bottom of the base. Has that Carbine. Last player alive is going to be under the base, and the opportunity to run this flag
goes for
with that sword. If he can get it through car 1, this could be huge. APG picked up a double kill. He's going to be running this one. He has the Str8 Rippin. Are going to tie out 2-2.
What was that? I mean, you don't see flag runners like that anymore. This kid just came out of nowhere. He's been slaying all day. You flip it on True CTF, he'll run the damn flag. He doesn't give a crap. Unbelievable gameplay. I am thoroughly impressed. This kid is making stuff happen. Ridiculous, Mark.
This is a pretty decent start to Championship Sunday, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen in the crowd, if you're enjoying this series, let's hear some noise from you right now. Str8 Rippin and EnVy putting on a hell of a show. We are going to a Game 5 in the first series of the day, but we have to talk about Renegade.
God. It was magical. I mean, you see all the different players, right, that were in the base on the EnVy roster. They were playing defense, and then with the camo, he picked up the sword beforehand, and he just flies through. He just says, you know what? Hey, guys, I'm just passing by.
One thing I got to pick out from here, we were talking about APG and what a player he can be. Look at those assists coming in from a pure gangster. 24, 20, and 16 from him, and 3 perfects to top it off. I mean, that's more the APG I was expecting to see.
And that's not really like him to get those assists on top of those kills. Normally when he gets, the most kills on his team, it's normally Ace or Hines that's backing him up with the assists. It looks like APG turned it on. I don't know what got into him, but he was a man possessed, and then Renegade, he just made it happen.
I mean, just to highlight to the people at home, like 24 kills and 20 assists, he's involved in 44 different kills on the map. That's an insane amount of kills to be involved with. But here is your series layout so far. If you are just joining us at home, where have you been? It is tied up 2-2. Rig Slayer game number 5. 3-0 to Envy first game. Coliseum capture the flag. 50-35 to Str8, firing back straight away. An insane Stronghold Plaza game. 100-87. And Truth CTF. Str8 Rippin took that one 3-1. We are going into a game 5. The Rig Slayer. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen.
So I'm gonna point out a few things here, Mark, before we hop into this next game. Now, looking at the slaying power of that last game, Str8 outslaying Envy, 79 kills to 66.
Sorry to just cut you off. Like, we're talking about EnVyUs here.
Against EnVyUs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And then not to mention, this is now the second game in a row, maybe even third a little bit if you want to consider it, where Pistola's had a shaky game. And he's the guy. I mean, we know that he had some problems after the little hand gesture that he did and the, all right, anyways, he's better now. And he's better now. He's proven that he's amazing, but it looks like, look at this, he doesn't whiff that. What was that? And it's just, I don't know. I don't know what's gotten into him, but we do know that Pistola, he shows up in game 5s. Look, there's that stick. Great replay. That stick
was absolutely disgusting from Renegade.
I hope we get to see this sword run, though, because that was the play of the game, in my opinion. Just super. If Matador was still here, that would be the bold play of the tournament. That was absolutely unreal to see him do something like that.
And it's something we talked about yesterday with Str8 when we were watching the series they played. The clutch factor. They just seem to be so clutch in so many situations. Renegade just not giving two hoots about what's going on the rest of the map. Got a couple of kills, decided to fly across the map with that sword and cap that final flag. Team EnVyUs tied up 2-2. Now, Eric, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Where's Game 5 going?
All right. Well, looking at the team colors, we know that Envy is going to be on the red team, Str8 on the blue. So those spawns. No, hold on. So
I thought you were going to go with bold predictions of what color they were there. But
the reason why that matters is because Slayer on the rig, it's a little bit spawn friendly with what team you're on, right? In regards to these power weapon, the power weapon placement, we did rearrange things quite a bit. So the red team doesn't have full onus anymore over those power weapons on the inside of the map. Obviously, the scatter shot is now placed over by the barrels in the upper left corner of the map on your screen. Oh, not on your screen. Actually, you guys are checking out the players right now on my screen. But yes, then the sniper rifle is now over on the nest, and we still have that camouflage on that little flap that's hanging over the pit. So that being said, it's gonna be a crazy one, Mark. But I think we could see Renegade just do it, man. I don't know what it is today, but I saw it yesterday, and I told pretty much everyone I saw, I was like, this guy he's the number 3. We have Hook. We have Frosty, and now there's Renegade. And I really do believe that. And seeing him do that yesterday, and now seeing him transition it today against EnVyUs, there's not many players throughout the course of Halo history that are able to compete against the top 16, move on, and then compete against the top 8. Compete against the top 8, and then move on and compete against the top 4. And then to do that against the number 1 team, it's almost unheard of. It's just not common for that to happen. We know Snipedown in the past had his run. This is seemingly like that, and I have to point that out. So props to Renegade, and really props to Str8. Can't give them enough credit for acknowledging his skill, grabbing him up, and really just surrounding him with all this talent. Amazing.
Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Game 5, Team EnVyUs versus Str8 Rippin. We are going over to the rig for some Team Slayer. Let's hear you in the crowd. Game 5 time, ladies and gentlemen. Championship Sunday. Here we go. Who do you want to start this one off with? Let's go with Pistola.
Yeah, you know, he's got to make a good impression on me, because those last 2 games, they got me a little bit scared for the boy. This is my guy right here, and he's not making it happen. Please, get this camo. Do something dirty with it. Oh, little hip fire for your boy. All right.
Well, that's one way to start, and it's somehow doing Pistola things and managing to stay alive, but Mikwin's going to trade out that kill with Richie Hines, and it looks like it's actually Mikwin who's going to be picking that one up. So let's go over to Mikwin, see what he can do with his camouflage. Looks like Sniper Rifle has fallen into the hands of Ace, though.
Oh, and a good old move by Ace, showing his veteranship by throwing that sniper off the map. He knows that the Envy team has full control of outside. They also have camouflage, so he elects to throw the sniper off the map. He will not be respawning for about another minute 38.
Interesting decision there from Mikwin. Missed that splinter grenade. I thought for a moment he was going to show up and get backsmacked by that player on his radar, but managed to stay alive. Hook picking up another kill here. Beatdown does come in, but he's going to be taken down by Richie Hines. Hook does manage to clean that one up, though, so not too costly for Team EnVyUs.
But it's those kills, right? Those trades that they get to you, man. And over the course of a Team Slayer game, Mikwin, in the course of the series, he hasn't been playing to his full potential. So when those things happen, those 50-50 trades falling into the hands of Str8 Rippin, it hurts. It really does hurt.
Well, once McQueen does actually go down, I'd like to go over to Richie Hines because he seems to have had a hot start here for Str8, but Team EnVyUs have managed to start. Oh my god, Renegade managed to somehow get a trade. Well, one shot there on McQueen.
No idea how.
Let's hop over to Richie Hines, see what he's doing. A 3-kill lead, though, has developed for Team EnVyUs. Make that 4 as Hook picks up a beatdown on 8 in our kill feed. Richie Hines going to be challenged here by a player and take him down with that SMG, shredding him to bits. Going to be dropping down here and just trying to play his life.
And Snipedown actually made a good play right there. He was kind of baiting that flank route, but unfortunately, Hines was already ready for it. Now he pushes up with this SMG. Does he get the kill?
Oh, Ace comes in to help him out and take that one down. Renegade picks up another one. Just a 1-kill game right now. It is getting so loud. That camouflage is getting ready to pop in just 20 seconds as well.
Yep, and we gotta be wary of that, folks. We know how deciding that camouflage can be, especially when a player picks it up, gets away with it scot-free, maybe grabs the storm rifle, the scatter shot. There's a myriad of weapons that they can control in order to effectively use that. Was that a ninja?
I really hope it was not.
That looked like a Hook ninja on Renegade.
Let's not call it before we're too sure, but that camo is going to be popping right now. I'm not sure who managed to pick that one up. I believe it was McQueen, so let's go over to McQueen, who has that SMG as well, so a nice position to find himself in. There is going to be a player on the underpass, but a teammate comes in. Oh no, Ace going to be taken down. The teammate was so vital, but Team EnVyUs do still have a slight lead, a 3-kill lead, 17-15.
And McQueen, he's just trying to do anything he can right now to help out his team, but oh no, they're hanging out on this like that way. Just a bunch of homies. No big deal, but not the best spot. As McQueen again, look at that back. Just he's concerned. You can see he's flustered. Not what you want to see out of your teammate.
Starting to second guess himself. You can definitely see that at the moment. But Richie Hines is a man who certainly is not doing that at the moment. Str8 Rippin are just 1 kill behind at this point. Camouflage is a minute away, but 2 kills do go down in the kill feed for the guys on Envy. Richie Hines trying desperately to stay alive, but McQueen seems to be coming to life at the moment, and he has found himself a scatter shot as well. Envy coming to life slightly, and look at that kill lead starting to extend.
Yep. Let's stay on board with McQueen for a little bit. He now has the BR in the scatter shot. We know how he can be a little bit of a streaky player in game because he gets on these tears and then sometimes gets cold. So I'm curious to see if McQueen kind of can make something happen with this.
Right from there, I thought those barrels were going to get their first kill on the leaderboard, but they do not. Renegade once again sticking Pistola. That is usually something you see the other way around. But here comes Renegade. Oh my god! Who coming in and cleaning that one up, but ABG was insane. Let's go to a team listening with Team EnVyUs, though. I want to hear how these guys are communicating.
Yeah, Cam's not 30, yeah, okay, 30.
We got sniper. They have sniper, right? Yeah, so.
He's gonna go basement with them, watch Cam out.
I'm top rail right now. They're
31. Yep.
Sniper. What? Who killed me? Pipes is 1 shot.
This guy's sniper that was building. Sniping cat.
Sniping
Cat.
cat.
Pipe pick.
Yeah, what about
This guy's sniper on. This guy's sniping cat.
Camo again.
31.
Right next to me. Wow.
Watch out, ninja. Watch out, wild. Watch out, wild. Two guys basement.
Camo's up. What's up on my SMG?
I'm on it. They're basement. I burn it, guys. Nice. 25. Two guys.
Stay alive, you can't, Justin. I'm gonna listen.
Spawn snipe? Yeah, they're gonna be. Carbine's spawn. Hit it.
He's got bunker.
I'm dead, dude. My corner killed me. Carbine, weak. Nice, Eric. No one on Eric. Basement on Eric. Get Eric. Two guys on Eric. That Eric. He's still 2 on me, man. Nice, over there. Basement window.
Alright, he's still there.
Stay alive, Kyler.
Bottom trenches, I'm here coming.
He's dead. Carbine.
Watch out, he's 1 shot.
Alright, no more deaths.
I can push bunker, dude.
Carbine,
No, that's
Carbine
bunker.
weak. Yep.
Carbine really.
Let's get the angle. Dead. Nice job. They're gonna be top engine, dude. They play engine hard.
Yep, they stuck me last time at that bat ledge. Dude,
They're
gonna push rail actually. They're gonna push rail. They're already there.
Yeah.
Already rail.
I have a VR.
Connector or scatter? Tell me what y'all see.
There
was one at rail. I don't know where he's at now. Because I'm
real.
This game could not be any closer, ladies and gentlemen. A famous man once said, Ghost Army, the team slayer starts around the 30-kill mark, and that is exactly how this series is going to be decided.
I mean, they are only up by 1 kill right now. We saw Pistola get a nice little, smack on Ace down there in the pit, but he is not doing his best to just maintain control of this white hall. We know how crucial it is to get that control, and the camo's coming up in 30 seconds, so that could be a deciding factor.
Well, Pistola's going to come under heavy fire. We're going to hop over to Renegade, though, because this man has been arguably the player of the series. You have some stats on screen, and what a time to switch, because he's found himself a sniper rifle, takes down Hook, ties the game up at 33, and not only the sniper rifle, he has a scatter shot, narrowly misses the shot, but he's going to be shut down immediately by Snipe Down.
This guy is tapped into the Matrix. He has an IV into the game. It's unbelievable, the stuff that he's pulling out, really out of nowhere. And Renegade now spawns, grabs the DMR, and now we are going to hop on board with Snipe Down. We know how deadly he can be with a sniper, and his team needs it.
Oh my word, this game is going down to the wire. It is a 2-kill differential. Snipe Down does have the sniper rifle, but look at this. Renegade has found the camouflage. Pistola is going to be taken down on the top tower. A player is above him at the moment. A 3-kill lead has now developed. Here goes Renegade with his camouflage playing it so sneaky. Midquin has no idea he's there. AR going to take down Midquin. A 4-kill lead here for Str8 Rippin.
The camo could be the decider, Mark. This is getting insane. They're already up by 4 kills, and they know the spawns are going to be outside. Look at Renegade. He's so aware of where his teammates, I guess we're at the spawners, but he's not aware, I guess, of them spawning in bunker. That is really unfortunate for him. He almost died with camo. He does! Midquin takes him down. Huge kill by Midquin, and now it is about to be tied up 40-40.
Oh my word, Midquin doing work for Team EnVyUs when it really matters. They are down by just 1 kill. Snipe Down ties it up. Renegade, who else? Gives Str8 Rippin a 1-kill lead. Midquin trying to fly around. Cute picks up another kill on Renegade, shuts him down. Midquin picks up a beat down there, a 1-kill lead as we go into the final few kills of this game to Team EnVyUs.
And it is getting questionable right now. Hook, huge kill on Hines. He spotted him in there, and he made sure to take it patiently. He gets the SMG kill. Midquin getting a huge kill on APG. Obviously heard a call out there, pushed. I was a little bit concerned at first, but he heard the call out. We're good.
Camouflage is going to be up in 30 seconds as well. Ace answers back. Here comes Renegade. Midquin desperately trying to stay alive, but Hook seems to be picking up so many important kills. It is Team EnVyUs now. Ahead by just 1 kill. Let's hop over to the other side. Let's see what Renegade is doing once again. This guy has been on fire so far. That camouflage is just 15 seconds away from popping. This could be the game changer right here.
If he dies right here, they could really forfeit that camo. He needs to stay alive. Renegade is doing his best to control this connection area of the map. But again, it looks like you heard that pop. The camo flap just got shot down. So EnVyUs is well aware, and they're already waiting down for it. Let's see what happens.
And the thing is about Team EnVyUs at the moment, they have control of the inside of the map, which is going to make accessing that camouflage so much more easy. Midquin picks up a huge kill as well. Snipe Down trying to do what he can, as well as Pistola. Let's go.
The camo's been up forever.
The camo is up. Neither of these players want to go for it. Look at all of these Envy players trapped in the underpass at the moment. It looks like Pistola is going to finally strap a bear on and go for that camouflage. He does exactly that. He now has the scat shot as well. Team EnVyUs just 1 kill away from closing out the series. Pistola has their camo. Who gets the snipe? And Team EnVyUs move on in this tournament.
Oh my goodness, Onset.
Woo!
I hope that's not the series of the weekend, because if it gets better than that, I might have a heart attack. I mean, that was absolutely unbelievable. I really thought that Str8 was going to pull it out after they had that camo at the 30-second mark. But it looked like Midquin just got the kill on Renegade a little bit too soon, and that spelled certain death.
Wow, Team EnVyUs. I mean, that is a hell of a wake-up call in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. The first game of the day, the first series of the day goes to Team EnVyUs in a hell of a battle between these two teams. 3-2, they managed to close that one out, but Str8 Rippin, a fantastic performance from all of the players on that team. And if that's anything to go by, first series of the day, we are going to have one hell of a tournament ahead of us.
Yeah, and I'm going to point out, looking over at the other stats right now, we look at the power-up pickups. It looks like EnVyUs had 4 power-up pickups on that camouflage to 1. It looks like Elum Knight, once again, proving to be a factor on grabbing that camouflage. We saw him making the plays on Truth, right, and so on and so forth. But it came out, and every single time the camo came up, it looked like EnVyUs had control of it. Whether or not they died soon after really was irrelevant, because it looked like they just knew what they were doing. Snipe Down going negative. Not often do you see that 8 and 13, but thankfully Hook going 16 and 10 as we take a look at this series layout. Holy cow.
Yeah, what a series it really was. If you missed that one and you are just joining us, make sure you catch up on the rebroadcast.
Yeah,
because
you might as well just go back now.
Yeah, just start again. But Envy taking that first Coliseum game, 3-0. Second game, Str8 Rippin answering back 50-35. Plaza Strongholds. What a game that was. 100-87 in the hands of Envy. Str8 Rippin flying back at them. 3-1 on Truth, capture the flag. And then one of the most intense team slayers you could possibly ask for. 50-45. All coming down to that last camouflage and Pistola making moves on it.
And I'm going to point out, we saw Renegade have the camo, right? I was actually calling out, it looks like him and his teammates are aware of the spawns. He was pushing out towards Nez, trying to get those outside spawns in vision. But his two teammates over towards Barrel's side, I'm not sure what happened. I'm sure they will go through theater and try and figure it out. That was the turning point for me. We saw the camo play by Renegade really put